Going on, G.I. Joe fans? Centex Collector here with another review. G.I. Joe Classified Retro Carded Eel. Again, I got this one off of Amazon. There's the UPC if you need it. The card is nice and thick. I love they got the file cards on here. But let me crack them out of the plastic. Alright, here we go. In the plastic, he's got his little fallout tray there too, like Snow Serpent. And go ahead and break him out of the plastic.
Cobra eels! You're coming with us, Mara. Now!
Here we go. First impressions. It pretty much looks like the first release, but we'll take a look at that closer. And then here's our original 85 eel. Let's take a look at the accessories. So again, foot stand I won't use. That'll go up on eBay as fodder because I use Amazon stands. And then we have his flippers. Look like the first release. And then he's got a knife. Actually, let me go back to the flippers. So here's the nice updated ones, and here's the original ones. And these held on okay, but as you can see, nice rubbery. And this was just hard plastic, you know, back in '85. They had to work with what they had. And he's got this diver's knife. I'll go over here on the leg. Knife sheath, holster, ideally. Maybe. There we go. And then he's got his harpoon thing. It's modern update. I think this is a little bit different than the first release. And then updated backpack is some kind of odes to the original here with this bottom section. I think the coloring might be different from the first release of that one, but I like the big Cobra logo. That black on red really stands out. So it looks really good. And of course, his helmet, which is going to tie into 2 holes here with these nozzles. And this is probably just a reuse, I believe, from the first one. I didn't pull out the accessories. I have them all buried in bags. But yeah, look at the original. Almost spot on. Got the knife down there. The coloring's the same. These gauntlets they updated. Give more like a comms device, like a handheld computer. They changed the color of the gloves. The waist looks the same. The belt. Coloring here through the chest with the big silver Cobra logo. The black accents. And this collar section. Black here. The helmet obviously updated, but still got the snorkel thing here. Yeah, even just took the same and just modernized it, updated it, gave it some paint, because usually a lot of times they had to remove paint for cost. Put the red through here. Some finer details throughout. But overall, yeah, dead ringer for the original. So yeah, just great. And didn't have to do too much to it because the original figure to me looked great, even for the time. It It's funny how these designs transcend into, you know, almost 40 years now. That was 85. Yeah, almost 40. We're going on the 40th anniversary of, well, I guess technically they're calling it, well, 40th anniversary of that figure, but 82, Real American Hero came out. But 40 years ago, Eel, almost 40, came out. Now this one, there were some slight differences people were pointing out online. This one is the original release I got from AliExpress, because at the time these things were like sold out everywhere. So, see, this knife sheath is kind of being wonky. Man, I think there's a slight, I think maybe there's just a slight shade difference, maybe. I'll see the head sculpt. He's got light flesh. He's got a little darker flesh. But I think there's just slight shade differences. Yeah, like this one looks lighter. The retro looks just a little lighter on the coloring. And then they gave light flesh, but other than that, they pretty much just repackaged it and called it a retro. Because I'm not seeing any, I think maybe there might be slight changes in the accessories. Like I said, I didn't feel like pulling all the accessories out for this one. But yeah, it's like they basically repackaged. And from a distance, obviously you can't tell the difference, but there's slight shade differences in the coloring on the figure, and obviously the flesh tone. Yeah, thanks Hasbro. We were dumb enough to buy it, but whatever. I like eels. I wouldn't mind. This is a figure I wouldn't mind true building. I think I had a few of these, and I just started selling them off on the around 25th anniversary so I could focus on Classified. So yeah, typical articulation here. Got your foot, ankle movement. So he's got lower here, double jointed. If you saw my Snow Serpent Retro, he didn't have movement here. Upper leg movement. He's gonna have full swimming capabilities. He's got nothing in the way. He's still got this ball joint issue there. Waist, he's got ab crunch and slight waist left right. Obviously hands removable, movable. He's got wrist movement. It's kind of obstructed with these guards on each wrist. Double jointed elbows. Upper arm movement, kind of restricted with this guard. And then he can rotate, but he's not gonna get 90 degrees because again, this arm pad's in the way, so that wasn't good creation there. And then up, down is fine, no restrictions on the neck, but yeah, that's big restriction there. You can't move his arms, and he's got butterfly joints, so that's pretty good. So you can't get his arm up, get it that way. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, if you want a repackaged eel, basically, or if you're a completionist, go ahead and get them. But yeah, I mean, if you already have the eel, you don't necessarily need this one. I guess it's just your preference. If you don't have any, it's just your preference. Do you want the first release, or do you want the retro release? There's not really any differences that you can spot easily. So, like I said, it's basically a repackaged eel. There's some issues, some QC issues they could have fixed and they didn't. So, anyway, like, comment, subscribe. JJ out.